Welcome to NAS World for Net. Today, in this video, we are discussing about some of the income tax amendments in June 2020 as per the budget 2019-20. We know that every year the Finance Act is get amended the various income tax rules and provisions. In this video, we are discussing about some of the amendments through the Finance Act 2019. The first one we are discussing is gift. As per the existing rules, there is no income tax for any gift worth less than 50,000 rupees. If the gift amount exceeds 50,000, it is taxed in the hand of the recipient. Okay, it says that if the gift we receive have value less than 50,000, we need not to pay any tax for the gift we received. Okay, in case if the gift we receive have a value more than 50,000 rupees, then we have to pay the tax. Okay, the tax has to be paid by the recipient, that is who is receiving the gift, whose value is more than 50,000, whose gift value is more than 50,000 have to pay the tax. Okay, the second thing is gift to NRIs where claim to be accrued abroad remain outside the tax purview. NRI, it's what? Non-resident Indians. Okay, they are the Indian citizens who are migrated to foreign countries, maybe for a job or education or anything else. The gift which is received by these NRIs are outside the purview of income tax, so they need not to pay any tax on the gift. But after the amendment, what happened after the amendment of Finance Act 2019, what happened is given below, that is the NRI will have to disclose such gift received from India and pay tax on it as per the Finance Bill 2019. Okay, after the amendment, what happened is the NRIs, okay, non-resident Indians, have to pay tax. Okay, they have to pay the tax. They have to first disclose the gift that they received in India and they have to pay tax for it. Okay, this is what happened in the amendment in Finance Act 2019 in the case of gift. Okay, in case of gift, the value of the gift is less than 50,000, then we need not to pay any tax. But if the value is more than 50,000, the recipient have to pay the tax. As well as if in case of NRIs, before the amendment they are out of the purview of tax, but after the amendment of Finance Act 2019, they have to disclose the gift that they received in India and have to pay for it. Okay, have to pay for the tax. This was about the gift. We can go through the next thing, that is buyback of shares. What is buyback? We can call it as a repurchase of shares. Okay, we are purchasing back the shares which are issued by the company once. Okay, any income arising to the shareholders on account of buyback of shares is exempted from tax under section 10 subsection 34A. Okay, any income arising from the buyback, okay, buyback of shares is exempted, but under the section 115 QA, only the buyback of unlisted shares were exempted. Okay, before the amendment of income tax, before the amendment of Finance Act 2019, the unlisted, only in case of buyback, only unlisted shares were get exemption. Okay, but now what happened? Just check out the last line, that is the listed shares get exemption for buyback as per the Finance Act 2019. Okay, that is now the buyback of both listed as well as unlisted shares were get exemption. Okay, after the amendment of Finance Bill or Finance Act 2019, what happened in buyback is both listed as well as unlisted shares get exemption. Okay, the third one is about rebate. Rebate simply means the partial refund. Okay, it's a partial refund of the cost. Here under section 87A, rebate under section 87A, earlier it will be available if the total income of the resident individual was less than or equal to 3.5 lakh. Okay, 3.5 lakh, and the quantity of maximum rebate is 2500. Okay, the rebate before the Amendment of Finance Act 2019 will be available only to the person whose income is less than or equal to 3.5 lakh can claim a rebate of only 2500. Okay, what happened now? That is what happened after the Amendment of Finance Act 2019. Here comes, if the total income of an resident individual is less than or equal to 5 lakh and the quantity of maximum rebate is 12,500. Okay, what happened is the limit of income from 3.5 lakh has been enhanced to 5 lakh, as well as the rebate claimable amount. Okay, it has been enhanced from 2,500 to 12,500 after the Amendment of Finance Act 2019. Okay, the income, total income has been raised from 3.5 lakh to 5 lakh, and the rebate amount has been increased from 2,500 to 12,500. Okay, this is what happened in the case of rebate. Okay, we get a clear picture from an example. We can discuss the example. Before that, just go through the tax slab 2020, that is up to 2.5 lakh nil. If a person's income up to 2.5 lakh, then we need not to pay any tax. Okay, if a person's income is above 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh, then we have to pay 5% tax. Okay, 2.5 to 5 lakh we have to pay 5%, and from 5 lakh to 7.5 lakh we have to pay 10% tax, and from 7.5 lakh to 10 lakh we have to pay 15% tax. It will go on, and this is just a tax slab of a person whose age is less than 60. Okay, 60 years, less than 60 years, tax slab is like this. Just go through it and we can go through the example. Okay, hope you get it. Go through an example. That is example, if the total income is 5 lakh rupees, if a total income is 5 lakh, find the tax payable after rebate. So in the question, the total income is 5 lakh and we need to find the tax payable after the rebate. Okay, before that, just think, we have 5 lakh rupees as an income. Okay, our total income is 5 lakh. In the previous slide, we find a slab, right? Income tax slab. Just go and check. Okay, in this slab, we know that up to 2.5 lakh, the tax is nil. Okay, in the question it is asked that we have 5 lakh rupees as income. Okay, in that we know up to 2.5 lakh the tax is nil. Okay, so in 5 lakh rupees till 2.5 lakh it is nil. The remaining amount, that is 5 lakh minus 2.5 lakh, then we get remaining is 2.5 lakh, right? In that remaining amount we have to pay tax. Okay, in 5 lakh rupees of income till 2.5 lakh the tax is nil, so we no need to pay tax, but the remaining amount we have to pay tax. That is what shown here. Okay, look here, the total income is 5 lakh rupees. The tax slab nil till 2.5 lakh. Okay, in this 2.5 lakh we need not to pay tax. The remaining amount, that is 5 lakh minus 2.5 lakh, that is 2.5 lakh. This amount we have to pay tax. So for this 2.5 lakh we have to pay the tax. So we have to find in which slab this 2.5 lakh is coming. We know that already we are 5 lakh income, in which up to 2.5 lakh it is nil. The remaining 2.5 lakh is coming in which slab? For that, go through the slab rate. Okay, we know that in 5 lakh up to 2.5 lakh we put at nil. Then from 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh 5%. Okay, this 2.5 lakh is coming under the slab 5%. So we have to calculate 2.5 lakh into 5% as the tax slab. Okay, that is what's shown here. The 2.5 lakh is in the tax slab 5%. Okay, and it is calculated like 2.5 lakh into 5%. That is the 12,500. The amount is 12,500. 2 lakh 50,000, okay, into 5 percentage. Okay, is in the slab 5 percentage, that why we multiply with 5. Okay, then this 12,500 is the amount we have to pay as a income tax. But we know that under section 87A rebate, we have a claim, that is 12,500 rupees can be claimed as a rebate if the total income of an individual is less than or equal to 5 lakh, right? So we can deduct 12,500. Okay, that is what shown in the slide, that is less the rebate. Here the 5 lakh is the income, so we can deduct 12,500. Okay, 12,500 is a rebate rate. It is subtracted from the tax payable. Okay, after that the remaining tax to be paid became what? 0, that is nil. So this is how we can calculate the taxable income of a person if we can claim the rebate. Okay, just to summarize the rebate under section 87A, we can say that if a person's income is less than or equal to 5 lakh, can able to claim a rebate of 12,500. Okay, as per the amendment done in the Finance Act 2019. Next, we are going to deal about the salary. Under section 16 subsection I, the limit of standard deduction was 40,000. Okay, in the head of salary, the deduction, that is a standard deduction available, was 40,000 before the amendment of Finance Act, but now the limit of standard deduction enhanced to 50,000. Okay, earlier it was 40,000, now it became 50,000. Okay, after the amendment of Finance Act 2019, the standard deduction under the salary has become 50,000 rupees. Even an increase in 1 rupee than the limit need to pay tax. Okay, any 1 rupee, even if 1 rupee more than 50,000, then we have to pay the tax. Okay, this is the standard deduction in the salary. So these are the various amendments in the Finance Act 2019. In this part 1 video, we discussed the few amendments on Finance Act 2019. Do watch our part 2 video for remaining amendments. Thank you for watching. For more videos and classes, please subscribe NAS World4Net.